In this video, we are creating a simple card design with HTML and CSS. So I've already imported the card folder. So these are the images we are going to use in the project. So now let's create the HTML file. So here let's add the basic structure. So let's give it the title cards. So let's create the CSS file too. Style.css. So here let's add the padding of 0, margin of 0, and the box sizing of border box. So let's come to this HTML. Let's link the HTML file with the CSS. So here we have the link. So we have the rel style sheet, and then we have the href, which is the file name, that means style.css. So we have connected our HTML and CSS together. So within this body tag, so let's create a div. So the div, let's give it the class name container. So inside the div, that's where we are going to have the cards. So let's create another div. Let's give it the class card. So inside this card div, we have a div. Let's use a span. We have a span. So let's give it. Let us leave like that. So after the span, we have the image. So the source is images, and then the first user. So after that, we have an h3 tag. So let's add the name. So and then we have a p tag. So let's just write a short note. So after that, we have a button. So now let's duplicate the card. So let's copy it and then duplicate it. So let's preview this site and see how it looks without CSS. So without CSS, so now we have to style the cards and then change the content, because they are just same thing. So let's style it first. So let's come to CSS. So here we are going to style let's style the body first. So the background color, let's use white smoke, and then the display flex, justify content center, and align item center. So let's come to let's start the container. So let's add display flex, Then let's add display flex. Let's give it the gap of 20 pixels, the padding of 10 pixels. Let's use the width. So as let's start the card. Let's give the card the width of 350 pixels. So the border radius of 10 pixels, and the box shadow of, let's give it 12 pixels. Let's use this color code. So here let's add the display flex, justify content, center. So align items, also center. So let's give it the flex direction column. So let's check the page. So now we need to style it very well. So let's start the image. So let's use dot card img. So let's give it the height of 70 pixels and the width of 70 pixels, and then border radius of 50%. Then the padding of 3 pixels, and then the border white. The border will be 2 pixels solid white. So now we add a span here. So this span, let's start this span. So first let's add to this card, let's add position, absolute, relative, sorry. So to this, let's now start the span here. So dot card span. So let's give it position, absolute. So let's give it the top 0, left 0, the width 100%, and then the height, let's give it the height of 7, let's give the height of 80%, 80 pixel. So the background color will be blue. Let's give it sky blue, and then the border radius, so the border bottom left radius, that will be, let's give it 30 pixel, and then the border bottom right radius, 30 pixel. So let's give it the Z index of -1. Let's see if I'll come back to it. So the let's give the card some padding, and then let's make the text align. So let's come back to let's come back to this card. So let's add the padding of 30 pixel from the top and bottom, and then 10 pixel from the left and right. So as at for this container, so let's give it justify content, center, align items, center. So here the h3 tag, text align, center, and then text transform, uppercase. So for the p tag, let's give it text align, center. So let's style the button. So let's give it display, flex, justify content, center, align items, center. So let's give it the height of 40 pixel, and then the width of 80 pixel. Well, let's give the width of 90 pixel. So the background color, let's use the sky blue, and then the text color, let's give it black. Let's review the site. So yeah, let's remove the border no border radius 10 pixel. So for this card, let's add gap. Let's just give it 20 pixel. So now we have to change the font of the. So let's come to Google font. So let's use the purple font. So you can use any font suitable for. So let's choose this Montserrat font. So let's click on get font. So let's remove this. So we click on get font, and then we are going to copy the embed code. So let's copy it and come back. Let's go to this HTML file. So within the head tag, so we just paste it somewhere there. So let's save that. So let's come back to the page. So we are going to copy this. So and then come back to it. So within this place we paste the. So let's save and come back to the page. So I can see the font is already there. So let's add a cursor, pointer, and some over effects here. So So here let's button, let's give the cursor. So here let's add the background color. So we are going to make it more deeper. So we click on this place. So let's just adjust the color. And then let's give it transform scale. So let's add transition. It's all in 0.5 seconds. So whenever we over the, so let's add some mobile effects in the card also. So let's go to the card container. So over here on card. So let's add the transform scale. So let's come to this body. So let's give it the main height of 100 VH. So our card are now looking good. So let's change the content in the, so let's come back to our HTML. So let's change the content here, just change it. So we have changed the name and the image. That's all about the tutorial. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get notified on more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.